their family's in danger and that they don't know what they could get into. Let's talk about that, okay? Let's talk about this for a minute. This is coming from a dude that got somebody killed in high desert.
Yeah, okay? Say that part.
We're talking about the same dude that had a Mexican mafia associate almost killed in Southern California behind one of his videos. And we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna show you guys what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's all good, man. This is coming from somebody that has already been down that path, man. This is somebody that's already done that. So what are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? Tony, you're not about that life. You don't know nothing about prison politics other than you throw a couple dollars at these dudes, you know what I'm saying? And you're acting like a fucking gangster on YouTube. Ain't about that life. You know what I'm saying? You ain't about that smoke. You need to save that, journalist Tony. You know what I'm saying? You need to save it, man. Stay in your lane, boy. But please, man, please come out with your video. Because I know you guys know he's going to come out with the video. Lots of bullshit. You know, he called me. He called me one day talking loud. I don't know what a man is. I sold all my people out for money. I couldn't even get a word in. This motherfucker was just yelling. Bro, you feel tough because you called me talking loud? And because you feel tough because you call me talking loud and you call me a snitch and a piece of shit and a chomo and a rat? Come on, man.
Put that shit out there. Yeah, put that shit out there, man. Throwing some of those terms out there, you know, for me, especially the chomo stuff, right, is, again, I don't think that, in fact, I know he doesn't really understand. He knows what he's doing in terms of, like, he's trying to irritate people to get attention, right? So he knows that. But he doesn't really understand, but he should. Like Boxer mentioned, and I know they're going to show the article. I'm going to give my 2 cents on that because this is something I was aware of at the time that it happened too. You know, they'll get into the particulars, but basically, there's a dude in high desert, an active northerner, and he, I don't know how exactly him and Tony got connected, but he got at Tony. He said, "Hey man, I'm gonna do an interview." Mind you, everybody that Tony talked to up until that point was, that's the guy. Everybody that Tony had talked to up to that point, to the best of my knowledge, it came from an SNY yard, right? Or was on an SNY yard, right? And I'm not trying to disrespect people on SNY yards. Just there's a difference here, and anybody that knows about prison knows this fucking difference. So, actually, Flacco had got at me, right? Flacco and I were talking, and Flacco was tight with Tony at the time. I didn't even have a channel, right? We were just talking. And Flacco kind of calls me and gives me the rundown of the situation. And he's like, "Man, what do you think?" And I'm like, "It's fucking ridiculous, bro. This dude's gonna get killed," right? And Flacco 100%. Man, if I took a half an hour, I could scroll back through my phone and find the text messages. But the point is, Flacco and I were 100% on the same page. 100%, right? And what we were on was, you can't do that. You can't put this dude's interview out there. He will die. And Tony was asking, right? He was reaching out. And, man, what do you think? What he says is fine. I don't give a fuck what he says.
He's like blind. You don't know better.
And, right. And kind of find out dude was in a situation. I don't know if we want to get into what the situation was or not, but he was in a predicament, and he really needed some money, and he didn't have family looking out for him. The dude only had a 9-year sentence. He wasn't a lifer. He had a 9-year sentence, right? But he
got a cell phone. I said, Joshua, not to interrupt you. He got a cell phone. He lost his cell phone and went into debt for $4,000. But they don't kill you for that. They don't kill you for that. You know what I'm saying?
If they wanted to kill him over it, they could have just killed him when it happened. You know, he was alive. And so he goes to do this, and he does the interview. And again, Flacco and I both are, but this is not okay. Like, you can't, this ain't a good look, man. And now here you have 2 dudes that have done time. 2 dudes that rock with the North. doing time. Two people that know what the fuck they're talking about. Whether we agree on everything or not, it's not the point. We agree on this because it's common sense for anybody that's done time. And none of us want to see somebody get hurt behind a video, right? And so we're telling Tony, bro, you can't. That dude's gonna get fucking killed. Like, no, but he's saying it's all good, so who cares? Okay, be the grown up in the room, man. Be the grown up in the room. He's in a desperate situation. He's doing some desperate shit. But at the end of the day, you're the one that hits publish on that video. You're the one that makes the decision if that video goes live or if it goes
called
away.
Accountability, which you know there's nothing about.
Right, and you pushed live. And when you pushed live, you ended his life. Because what happens?
Yeah.
He gets got at. He gets at Tony. It takes him, a minute for the video to get down. The damage is done. And the motherfucker gets killed by two other people. Yeah.
The next day.
And those two dudes, I know Boxer Salmon got the article, but those two dudes, they weren't even lifers. They had some long stretches, right? 20,
show
25
the picture
years.
of the other two dudes, Salmon.